Back in the 1980s, I used to have one of these President Washington CB radios. I was really into CB radio at that time. Of course, back in the 70s and 80s, CB radio was a thing. And then I got a President HR 2510, very good little radio. I used it as a mobile, and then eventually made it as a base station and built a dipole antenna for it. But I got out of CB antenna in the 1990s. I thought about getting back into CB radio, but I didn't know if there was actually people out there on CB or if CB was dead. So I got one of these little dongles. This is a SDR dongle. It lets you listen to all sorts of radio traffic. There are tons of videos on this out there, so I'm not going to go into how to set it up and all the details to it. But I got this little thing and I started listening, and there was some chatter on CB radio. I was using the antenna that came with the package, which is this little dipole antenna, which comes with two sets of telescopic antennas that go onto it, and these little ones here, and then these larger antennas. So I was using the larger antenna, and I was getting some traffic, but not enough to merit me buying a CB radio. So then I decided, well, you know, maybe the antenna why I'm not getting as much traffic. So then I built a antenna, ordered a, you can see it up there, a PL whatever that is, connector, and I soldered the wires onto the end of it, and the center driven wire is, zoom back, it's about 9 feet long, and then also the other leg that comes off of it, I'll call it the ground plane or whatever you want to call it, co-phase or whatever, that's about 9 feet long as well. It goes off in that direction there, forming a little V. So let me open the computer back up, and go ahead and show you that just by making the antenna bigger, and that's just a temporary antenna, I'm going to actually make it even bigger than that and then put it outside. So, but right now, if I load the program for the SDR, it's taking a while. Okay, so let's make this big enough. So these are all the 40 channels of the CB band allowed here in the US. And then you can see you've got all these different lines coming in, all these different communications. This guy right here is just walking over everybody.
Appreciate the comeback, though. Hey, you have a fine one out there. Hey, 73 State till we do it again. 409.
Now watch when he cuts off.
Audio, Greenville, South Carolina, back off the key.
Okay, so he's a local guy, but look at how much he's just walking over everybody. But if
Roger that, Keystone. You do the same, but I'm gone.
So he's running more than the legal 4 watts. That's obvious. I'm just going to run the legal stuff. So, but up here is where I used to play. Let me go ahead and zoom in on that.
27 Mike and Joe Gunn,
Anyway, you get the idea. There are people out there. I used to listen to, on the lower side band, 36 through 40. And that's, there still are people out there chatting when the skip is running. So that's a good sign. So maybe I will buy a CB radio. We'll take a look here, my options, and see what comes about.